Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So we're here to talk about those bunkers that I've been telling you guys that these celebrities have been building for the past couple of years. And these celebrities have been telling us it's no reason, we just wanted a different style of living, so we're building bunkers. And do you remember last year when the Kylians, they had no Christmas party? And they said all their houses were being renovated. And I'm saying that doesn't make sense. Everyone is not going to renovate their houses all at the same time. But it actually makes sense now. And it makes a lot more sense now more than ever. Now, in case you guys are not aware, America has gone down into Venezuela with Trinidad, right? But they cannot do anything because Russia was down there ahead of them with their most powerful force. So they can't go in and take the oil that they had allegedly, intend to go in and take. So now Trinidad, a Caribbean country, when Caribbean countries have always remained neutral when it comes to war, I don't know what the heck Trinidad was thinking. So the Prime Minister of Venezuela, she's a female. She's telling the Trinidadian Prime Minister non grata, which means that they have cut all diplomatic ties with Trinidad. And you know what she's going to do? She's going to go after that woman one way or the other. She's going to get that woman, the Trinidadian Prime Minister. So she's going to have to watch her back, her front, her side, her every move, because what people hate is to see a country who has no business being in their business. Venezuela understands that America has long been a bully. Venezuela long understands that they had a feud between America, and they long understand that America wanted their oil. Venezuela knows that all these world leaders that are talking about drug smuggling, they themselves are involved in it. Like, they themselves are at the helm of it. I can't prove it though, but they are. So, these celebrities, back to the bunkers. These celebrities, do you remember Elon Musk was one of the first people, Mark Zuckerberg, and then all of a sudden, the Kylians bought all the properties around them. And then we heard Chloe saying that her home, I don't know if you guys caught that. Her home is connected to Kris Jenner. So I'm going to tell you what I believe the Kardashians have been doing. I believe, because their houses are all connected, like in a circle, like a community. I believe they have built a tunnel, and underground, it connects all their homes. In case there is an emergency, they all have their shelter to go into, and that shelter is filled with water. It is filled with medical supplies, machines, this, that. If you notice, they're all learning a second language. And not just that, if you notice, they're learning basic medical treatment. You guys need to pay attention to the things they've been talking about and how you fix this and how you do that, right? But can we say allegedly? But some of the things, if you watch their show, you'll see some things. And if you're paying attention, you'll see some things, right? So, these celebrities are building bunkers, not just because the war is coming. It is because the people are waking up. Sloan Bella told us that the people, remember she said we switch timeline. Then she said there's going to be a shift of consciousness. Kanye is one of the persons who are triggering the shift of our consciousness, but for whether you have a Torah, a Quran, or a Bible, it is in the Bible. It is in the great books. It tells you of this great conscious shift in a time when the rich will be richer and the poor will be poorer. We're gonna wake up and realize their bullshit. Do you remember when Sloan Bella said that they'll be walking down Hollywood Boulevard and they'll be hanging their heads in shame and they'll be hiding because no one would be looking at their ass? There will become a time when they, back in the French day, Marie Antoinette let them eat cake when she was spending her money in luxury and expensive meals and eating before the peasants while everyone else was hungry and they were like, okay, off with your heads. These celebrities are going to become public enemy number one. So much so that not even their bodyguards are going to want to work for them, nor work with them. The veil that they have over our eyes, it's going to be shifted. Because many of us did not take that. Every time they try to come with a pandemic to give us to put the veil over it's in the Bible. So if you think I'm crazy, it means that you haven't gone to church and you don't read your Bible. But it's also in the Bible. So you guys might be hearing a lot that the veil is thinning, the veil is thinning, the veil is thinning, the veil is thinning. Yes, the veil is thinning, but people believe that the veil is thinning and we're going to see the spiritual world mixed with the human world. That's not going to happen. When they say the veil is thinning, it's our consciousness and our vibration. It's going to get back to that God level where God originally wanted us to be. And these government bodies don't want us to be because they want to keep us trapped in enslavement forever and want us to believe that capitalism is being ambitious. That's what they want us to believe. They want us to believe capitalism is an ambitious thing, and how dare you not, thrive to own a home and pay high mortgage when you could be living off grid, building your little houses and being happy. So already you can see the movement of people living off grid, people leaving the United States, going to other countries. People are calling out these celebrities left, right, and center. People have no respect for these world leaders anymore, and it's only gonna get worse. And they know it's coming. You know why they know it's coming? Do you remember when the Bible, I think it was Moses, and Moses threw down his rod, Pharaoh threw down his rod, both of them turned into snake, and Moses' rod that turned into snake swallowed Pharaoh's rod. There are many gods. There are many gods. Most human beings were created by the one and true creator that the billionaires are fighting against. They want to block us from that original God consciousness, because if they're able to successfully block us, we can't see their evil. So these celebrities are not building bunkers only for war. They're building it because they know there's going to become a time when no one cares about them. So guys, they know, these celebrities, they know that that time is coming. You might say, how do they know? Do you remember that Sloan Bella told us that these government bodies and the billionaires, they travel to the astral realm and they switch our timelines? And every time they switch our timelines, that's when you'll see just people just dying, because they traveled to the astral and they were playing God. And the astral is where they play mind games on us and play with our consciousness, right? Do you also remember when Sloan Bella said that the war has already been won and there's two sides, good and evil? The evil God and a set of people have already lost the war, and as such, they cannot control us anymore. And so why we have Gen Z so rebellious and calling out their asses and just like, I'm going to take the student loan, but I'm not going to pay it back. What are you going to do? I'm not paying back my student loan. Are you going to throw me in jail? Okay, free meal, free place to stay. So now Trump wants to do the student loan forgiveness. So these people, I've always said this, and I can't say this enough, and I cannot emphasize this enough. If you're not watching Prophetess Celestial, if you're not watching Sloan Bella, if you're not watching Candace Owens, what the heck are you doing with your life? And if you're not reading your Bible and praying, what the heck are you doing? Our consciousness is being shifted. These celebrities will no longer have any lightness or protection, so they're going to hide away in their bunkers until they think it is safe. Only very few of them will be able to walk among us and walk among us peacefully. Very few of them. But Hollywood, Sloan Bella also said that Hollywood was gonna be destroyed. Like Hollywood, there will become a point, there will be no Hollywood. And she said that is when our consciousness is gonna shift. No, she said that when our consciousness shifts, there's going to be this great leader. He's going to be a male. And he's going to come like Jesus Christ, fixing everyone's problem and everything. And we're going to think he's good, but that's going to be the Antichrist, the coming of the Antichrist. Sloan Bella told us that last year. And this morning, do you know that guy that is suing Spice, the dancehall queen Spice? He's called RT Boss. This morning, I heard him with the same prediction, right? Prophetess Celestial gave the same prediction maybe 2 or 3 years ago. Now, Candace Owens is telling us the plan of the government, how they plan to strategically organize things. So, we have to remember that I know that some people don't believe in God. Some people don't believe in this. Some people don't believe in that. It's okay for you to believe in whatever you want to believe in. But the point of this video is more celebrities are building bunkers. More celebrities are getting citizenships in other countries because they know there'll become a time when no one is going to look at their asses, no one is going to look after their kids, and they'll be devalued like a dollar. They will be devalued, and as such, they're going to use their bunkers to hide out from the people, because that era is coming. I can't tell you when. I don't know when. I don't know how. But I believe that we can slowly see it playing out at this point. If you notice what is going on, how no one believes the government anymore. For example, that guy that they said killed Charlie Kirk, right? I was watching some segments of it with Candace Owens, and the FBI was telling the public that they spoke to his parents, and this is not verbatim, it's just me paraphrasing, and his parents confirmed that he did it. Remember, the FBI put that out in the public. Candace Owens had to be the one to say, no, it's not true. They did not speak to his parents about anything like that. The parent never said anything like that. Candace Owens had to be the one to say, this guy, he's not crazy, he's not suicidal, he didn't do it. Look at the photos. They're two different people. It's just like Luigi Mangione. It's very similar to that. So that guy that was accused of assassinating Charlie Kirk, he has been freed off the case because it wasn't him. So the things that the government and the celebrities, like, these mind games that Kim plays with us and gets away with it and get to make more money, and spoil our kids, it's coming to an end. That era is coming to an end, and they're going to have to run for refuge. Because if you look at what even Trump is doing now, he's for the rich. He's not for the poor. And when you have Cardi B even highlighting that, you have to know how bad it is for Cardi B to be highlighting that Trump is for the rich. He's not for the poor. So if you believe this is conspiracy theory, if anybody has been keeping up with my channel, you can't believe that this is entirely conspiracy theory, because guess what? For the past 2 years or maybe more, I've been talking about those celebrities building bunkers for some suspicious reason. And do you guys remember when I said, I don't think it's just war. I think it's a lot more than that. Well, the a lot more than that is because we're not going to want to have fucks to do with them. And they are not going to know how to take it. So they'll be hiding out because they'll be in fear that people are coming for them. So that's the reason. And, preparation for the war. But it's not just a war. It's the main reason that they won't have anyone to protect them. And they want to keep their bunkers location as secretive as possible. But let me know if it makes sense to you guys. Leave your comment below. Peace.